rebounds. Last touched by the Celtics. How about the Mavericks? 10 straight wins. That's the longest active winning streak. The officials talking it over. Will they change the call? Yes, they do. Last touch by the Lakers. It'll be Boston ball. Dallas has also won 5 straight on the road.
That's a good call.
Yeah, how about Dallas? Once Caron Butler went down, everybody kind of thought they would go south, but they're playing at a very high level.
We'll go out and sign Peja Stojakovic, another shooter. In fact, number 4 on the all-time.
There you go.
We got everyone tonight. Ray, myself, Jason Kidd, and Peja.
Yeah,
we're all in attendance.
Bynum able to snatch that rebound. Kevin Harlan and Kevin McHale will have it for you following the Lakers and the Celtics. Garnett landing on the lap of assistant coach Armand Hill.
Timeout, Los Angeles.
Timeout called by the Lakers. 3:11 remaining here in the third.
One of the most important things for most athletes, and I think parents in general, is that we can't give a kid a chance to grow up and have success in their lives. There's an opportunity to be able to point a kid in the right direction. We want the young kids to make America and the world better, so it definitely is important for us to make sure that we do guide our youth. I'm Ray Allen of the Boston Celtics. Enjoy the rest of the game.
And it has been a memorable night for Ray Allen, taking over as the NBA's all-time three-point leader, and he will take part in the three-point shootout All-Star Weekend for the 5th time in his career. He won once back in 2001. Bryant is off, rebounded by Perkins. Now, Steve, you won it in what, 97?
97.
Reggie, you've been
in it 5 times. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
That would mean a what? Second place finish?
Second twice.
Pierce thought he was fouled by Artest. Kept alive by Rondo. Wafer. 3-point attempt, but rebounded out to Pierce. Yes, that's it through for Paul Pierce, who won the three-point shootout last season, beating out Stephen Curry of Golden State. And as the defending champ, he will be facing his teammate Ray Allen.
I think there was some bragging rights going on when Paul came back with the trophy. Ray, understanding he thinks he's the best shooter in the league. That's what's going on.
Now, and this is a big one, because with Ray Allen in foul trouble, the Boston bench depleted. Pierce suffering from the flu, missed practice yesterday. He needs to get going. Boston needs his scoring here in the second half. Off
that lob, Bryant was fouled by Wafer, so Wafer picked up his 4th. Kobe now 4 of 5 at the line as we check out the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow night, ESPN, it'll be the Lakers and the Knicks from the Garden. Knicks cooling off after that fast start. And then Phoenix at Utah. Ty Corbin making his debut as the head coach of the Jazz. And that surprising move earlier today, Jerry Sloan resigning as head coach. ABC Sunday, Miami at Boston, Lakers at Orlando.
Will that be strange to look down on the sidelines and not see Jerry Sloan tomorrow night? That'll be crazy.
Good job kept alive by Rondo, then he's tripped up by Odom. And this is certainly the end of an era. 23 seasons with great success in Utah. 3rd all-time, 1,221 career victories, 2 appearances in the NBA Finals. Unfortunately for Jerry and the Jazz, they went up against Michael and the Bulls.
Yeah, and I hope Ty Corbin keeps that system they run, that UCLA offense, all that screening and ball movement on the weak side, player movement on the weak side, I should say. It's a very unique style these days of playing.
I always felt when you played against the Utah Jazz, you felt like you were in a boxing match the next day, because there was so much banging, running, hitting, back screens. You know, you had to get in the ice tub, and you always knew you were in a very physical game when you played the Utah Jazz.
Foul on Perkins. Boston is now over the foul limit, and Pau Gasol will go to the line. I mentioned the Knicks playing at home tomorrow night against these Lakers out in LA. Lakers beat the Knicks by 22, and that game will be followed by contests at Orlando, Charlotte, and Cleveland, and the Lakers return home after the All-Star break.
I would imagine if you want to catch the Lakers on a weird schedule, it's the night after the game in Boston. I mean, they're going to expend a lot of emotion here. They'll arrive in New York pretty late tonight. Knicks, they got a chance. I mean, they should have an emotional advantage tomorrow night.
Pierce rebounded by Odom. Just under a minute and a half to play in the third. Pierce tried to draw the foul. Artest got it inside, and the foul is called on Wafer. Got caught on a mismatch with Gasol. That's number 5 on Wafer.
I thought Gasol could have just gone up quickly and dunked this thing, and maybe a charge that didn't get called. You see, Gasol kind of hesitates, almost like he wants to throw it down harder, and I don't think he sensed that Wafer was behind him. Looked like a clean block by Wafer. Crowd obviously agrees.
Gasol now 4 of 5 at the line. He has 18 points, and Doc Rivers going deep into his bench. Not much available here tonight, and the rookie Avery Bradley, first-round draft pick out of Texas, just up from the D-League, appearing in only his 15th NBA game.
Very raw offensively, but you're talking about a very solid on-the-ball defender, aggressive taking the basketball to the hole.
Rondo way off.
And you better believe the Lakers are going to pack the paint now with Rondo and Bradley on the perimeter. LA will be begging those two guys to make outside shots.
Bryant sets it up for Gasol. The tip by Odom. Lakers have their biggest lead. Looks like Odom comes up hobbling.
Yeah, Odom and Gasol bumped heads after the tip-in by Lamar Odom. It looked like there's blood coming down on the head of Lamar Odom. But after the tip-in, when they were getting ready to run back, it almost like they collided and bumped heads. There's the tip-in by Odom. And as he's turning to run back, right into the jaw of Pau Gasol.
And I'll tell you, this is dangerous. Remember, this happened earlier in the year with David Lee when, I can't remember who he bumped into, but he got a tooth that went into his arm, and then an infection.
Wilson Chandler.
It was Wilson Chandler, that's right. And so you hope, for Odom's sake, that it wasn't Gasol's tooth, because that's a very scary thing medically to have to deal with.
Gary Vitti, the athletic trainer for the Lakers, checking out Lamar Odom.
And Chip Schaefer, the assistant athletic trainer, talking to Gasol. I'm guessing that's what he's asking him.
Probably asking him, when's the last time he had a tetanus?
Jaw.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was his tooth.
No, but meanwhile, Odom is probably going to need stitches, judging by the cut. But of course, I shouldn't be making that judgment. Maybe he'll get stereo.
It's not even a mark on Pau Gasol. What is he, Iron Man or something?
Well,
are you kidding me?
They don't have a choice anyway. I mean, they don't have another big man. Bynum will come back in, and this is a blow for the Lakers because they were starting to play well. Odom making a nice play there. Lakers in a groove, and so this changes things a little bit.
Perkins has not spent much time at the line. It's only his 9th game of the season, and shooting at 44% at the foul line. He was fouled by Artest. It's a 4-point Laker lead. We're final minute, third quarter.
Talking about Pau Gasol being soft, taking out his own player, cutting them possibly stitches.
Good job by Rondo, and it was deflected out. Last touch by Rondo. He was able to get his hand on that dribble. As they continue to check out Lamar Odom.
In that first game, didn't he give Kevin Garnett a few stitches? inadvertent elbow to the noggin.
I think that was Gasol right on a follow through.
Traveling violation called on Bryant.
I know the Lakers don't play a lot of zone, but with this matchup, I might go zone right now. Here's the play you were talking about. Watch Gasol's left elbow inadvertently catching Gasol's head, and Garnett had to go and get stitches. But look at this lineup right now. Very little shooting other than Paul Pierce. So you got to pack it in. I don't know why they would extend their defense right now if you're LA.
Open shot for Davis. Final seconds, third quarter, down to 5, down to 3. Bryant called for the push-off. Offensive foul on Kobe.
That is his second personal foul.
Kobe Bryant with the push-off with that left hand. Offensive foul.
Davis from center court to end the third quarter. So after 3, it's the Lakers 72 and the Celtics 68. As we mentioned at the start of the telecast, this a long-time rivalry, one of the great matchups in the history of the NBA.
Welcome back to Boston. It's time for the Ford Coach's Corner. I'm here with Doc Rivers. Lamar Odom getting stitches in the top of his head. He will be back, but your team is depleted by injuries and also foul trouble. How do you work the rotation in the fourth quarter?
Well, whoever's not in foul trouble, we're going to have to play right now. We'll be all right. I mean, we had to get through this quarter with all the fouls. We did that, obviously raising a little bit of foul trouble. Got to get Paul a blow, but we just have to figure it out right now.
We didn't expect to see Avery Bradley tonight. He's been spending most of his time in the D-League. You had to put him in. What trust do you have in a guy like that?
Well, he can defend. And so, you know, what we saw all our guys, do your job. That's his role, is to be a defensive player, and that's the way we're going to play him.
All right, thanks a lot. Back to you, Marv.
Boston shot only 6 for 23 from the field in the third quarter. Lakers outscored the Celtics 27-15. Lakers at 10 of 17 from the floor, and they lead it 72-68 as this fourth quarter is underway. Ray Allen is back, as is Steve Blake, trying to defend. Tip missed by Rondo.
I remember the recent matchup between these two teams. Lakers got destroyed in the fourth quarter. And Kobe Bryant on the bench to start here. We'll see if the Lakers can get any offense going without him.
Odom for 3. Apparently Lamar is all right after taking that shot.
Remember in that first period when he came in, I think he rushed 3 shots in a row, and I think he's really settled himself down in this second half.
7 points, 7 rebounds for Odom. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Davis. Battle for the loose ball. Blake able to shovel it to Artest, and Perkins is hurt. Back on his feet, holding his knee for a moment. Now Perkins defending on Bynum. Bynum backing his way. Wow. Oh, the tip by Shannon Brown.
I didn't think he had any chance at that thing.
I thought for sure Ray Allen had that rebound, and out of nowhere came Shannon Brown.
If they can buy a couple minutes here with Kobe on the bench and even extend the lead, that's huge.
Biggest lead of the night for the Lakers. Lakers were down by 15. They were down 49-34. Perkins could not convert. Since that 15-point lead, Lakers have outscored Boston 43-19. Kobe Bryant coming out strong in the third quarter after attempting only 3 shots, just 1 of 3 in the first half. Here's Brown, way off. Deflected out, last touch by Perkins of the Celtics.
So I think Lakers have to keep going inside, because this is the kind of thing that happens. Bynum on the jump hook takes Perkins off the glass. That frees up Shannon Brown for the offensive board. And I think Perkins is tired. He's played 30-plus minutes tonight, coming off that long-term injury, just now getting back into shape. I think they've got to attack him inside.
Kevin Garnett is back, replacing Big Baby Davis. 1 on the shot clock. Too late. 24-second violation.
And I think that's why Doc Rivers inserted Kevin Garnett back into the lineup, understanding that Kendrick Perkins is tired. You need some more size on there to help on the defensive glass.
Rondo and Allen at the guards. Perkins, Garnett, and Pierce up front. So Doc Rivers back to his starting lineup. Allen playing with the 4 fouls. Nice pass. Perkins wide open.
That's what he should have done the previous play. You got to go to the basket hard and make them foul you. I thought he rolled right there perfectly with a nice finish. Kevin Garnett's trying to bring this faithful Boston crowd to their feet.
Celtics have missed their 10 previous shots. Odom is pushed. Foul committed by Perkins.
Well, big for big rotation here. Odom is supposed to stay with the switch on Perkins, and he's anxious to get out to Kevin Garnett because Garnett, he's worried about Garnett's jump shooting ability, but he's got to trust that Bynum will get back there and stay with the man down low.
That was number 4 on Perkins. Phil Jackson has a backcourt of Blake and Brown. Odom with the step. Odom is stopped by Perkins, but a foul. That's 5 on Perkins.
I have a feeling we may see, well, as Big Baby comes in, but we might see a Luke Herringody sighting here pretty soon with the thin bench of the Boston Celtics. Nice move here by Lamar Odom. Just going to the body of Glenn Davis. And this is the attack mode you want to see Lamar Odom in.
Yeah, Perkins not happy with the call, and I don't blame him. I thought that was a good play, but this is what happens when you become the aggressor. You know that, Reggie. I mean, you see the foul trouble for Boston. The Lakers have taken the fight to Boston in the second half, and when that happens, the referees sense that. You end up getting the benefit of the doubt.
Lakers at 36-16. They have won 3 of the last 4 following the 2 straight losses at home to Sacramento and Boston. And prior to that rocky stretch, they had won 10 of 12. Lakers do have the 3rd best record in the West. Davis fouled by Odom. Lakers behind San Antonio and Dallas. A game behind the Mavericks. Shade over 3 minutes gone by in the 4th. 8-point game. Lakers up 78. March 11th. And what stands out? Points in the paint. Lakers with 42, Celtics 24.
Well, Boston's #1 in the NBA defensively in terms of points in the paint allowed. Only 35 per game. So the impact of Bynum and Gasol and the direction from Kobe in the first half of making sure they pounded the ball inside to establish that, I think that opened up the game for the Lakers.
And that's why I think all this talk about Carmelo and the whole Los Angeles Lakers, it was a mirage, because you've got Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, and Paul Gasol. The reason why they're back-to-back NBA champions is because of their size, rebounding and defending the paint. And if you give up Andrew Bynum you're getting better scoring-wise, but we all know come playoff time, it's defense that wins it.
Here's the lob. Nicely done. Shannon Brown getting it to Lamar Odom. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Phil Jackson said there was no truth to the report of a Bynum-involved deal with Denver for Carmelo Anthony. Phil, though, has been unhappy as Allen fires and hits his first 3 of the game, adding to that NBA record.
Extending his lead over Reggie Miller.
Yes. Wow. But Phil has not been happy with Bynum's conditioning, and he feels that Bynum has not been active enough, although he has played well here tonight.
Well, his potential is still untapped, as Blake can't get the runner to go, but there's that size we talked about, but Bynum unable to control the rebound. But Bynum is so intriguing because he's only about halfway where he could be. Think how many or how few low-post young players there are in the NBA these days. I can't think of any.
Can he stay healthy? That's the key. Brittle knees.
Not only is he back from the knee surgery, has a bruise on his left knee, which has hampered him. What a move by Pierce. two-handed layup by Paul Pierce.
And this is why Boston is a championship team. The fight, the will to get back in it on a night when things haven't gone their way.
Celtics are within 3. Lead pass, Shannon Brown able to play a very low percentage pass.
Second time they've beaten the Celtics on that pinch post backdoor pass in the last few possessions.
Garnett, Bynum rebounds. So the numbers for Bynum, 16 points, 8 rebounds in his 32 minutes. Bynum, Artest, and Odom up front. Blake and Brown in the backcourt. Allen nearly picked it off. One on the shot clock. Odom rebounded by Davis.
And if you're Andrew Bynum, that's something you're going to have to work on your game. You've got a smaller defender on you. You've got to back him down and use your size for that jump hook.
Rondo, who held back, did not want to get rejected by Bynum, and then somehow was able to twist his way.
How about the trust that Phil Jackson is showing in this unit? Kobe Bryant still on the floor, or on the bench. Not for long, I'm sure, but this second unit has done an excellent job here in the fourth quarter.
Bynum facing the double. Here's Brown with the fadeaway. The shot clock running down. Rondo accelerates. Pierce passed on a 3. Allen off the head fake. Comes to Garnett. Pierce for 3. That would have tied it.
And Kevin Garnett, when he got that rebound tip to him, he should have went up right there. I thought he could have got fouled underneath.
Blake gets it inside. Rebounded by Davis. Doc Rivers calling it out as we come up on 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Deflected out, last touch by the Lakers.
Well, Rondo offensively trying to get something going for the Celtics here. Taking it to the body of the big of Andrew Bynum. Celtics trying to make a surge late.
A 21-degree night here in New England as we welcome you back. The NBA on TNT is presented by the United States Marine Corps. Here comes Kobe Bryant after sitting out the first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. 12 of his 15 points scored in the third. He has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 8 on the shot clock as we resume. 3-point Laker lead. Garnett lost it, stripped by Odom.
Nice hands there by Lamar Odom. All ball on Kevin Garnett.
Bryant backing his way on Allen. Ray Allen playing with the 4 personal fouls.
This game is teed up perfectly for Kobe. You know, everybody's played well for LA. There's been all this talk about the Lakers. We even mentioned it earlier in the telecast. 1-6 against the top teams in the league, lacking a really big statement win this season. Well, this is it tonight. Everything's teed up. Kobe just rested for 7 minutes. Lakers playing well. This is a game they should win.
Garnett with a crossover move. And as Davis counters the rebound, foul is called. It's on the Lakers. It's on Bryant, his third.
Well, Steve, you talked about 7 minutes of rest on the bench, which was really almost like 15, 20 minutes to start that fourth period. And it's almost that same go-to move that he shot over Von Wafer earlier with a little shoulder shrug, fadeaway.
Second team foul on the Lakers. Celtics also with just 2. Shot clock to 5. Allen spinning Fisher. Odom with the rebound.
Offensively, Ray has really struggled since that first half. Fisher and Blake have done a good job of staying attached to him.
Wonder if the emotion of breaking the record and the celebration that followed as Kobe knocks down another jump shot. You wonder if that took a little something out of Ray.
86-79 Lakers. Trying to make it 3 out of 3 on this 7-game road trip. Pierce lost the dribble. And a tripping foul on Rondo.
See how fast Ron Artest's hands are. And that's why the former Defensive Player of the Year is on this team and plays in fourth period. When you're going against a very efficient fourth quarter scorer in Paul Pierce, I mean, the hands by Ron Artest to come up with that steal.
And I think we have to credit the Laker defense as a whole tonight. Much maligned in recent weeks. They've played well the last couple of games, but they have really shut down Boston here in the second half.
Bryant on the drive. Kobe Bryant going right at Glenn Davis. Boston takes a timeout, so Bryant now has 21 points.
Now Lakers making a push here. Kobe well rested, trying to finish this game strongly, dominating these last few minutes and taking the ball strongly to the hoop. Little wink. Who's he wink at?
We got time. We don't need to panic. We don't need hero shots. We don't need hero plays. We got time.
Well, it's down to 3 minutes and 11 seconds and an 88-79 lead for the Lakers, who have played particularly well in fourth quarters the last 2 games against New Orleans and Memphis. Garnett is off and a foul is called. It's on the Lakers. Loose ball foul is charged to Fisher. That is his third. It is a non-shooting foul.
Now you mentioned the New Orleans game, the Memphis game. Terrific fourth quarter defense for the Lakers. We're seeing it again here tonight, so maybe they're responding to their critics a little bit, Reggie.
Well, you're going to wonder where the offense is going to come for the Boston Celtics. This is the team that's the best shooting team in the NBA. As Rondo gets an 18-footer to go. They were shooting 51% at half. In the second half, 10 of 38, only 26%.
And you usually do not see 50% shooting teams these days. They're the only one in the league this season. Here is Bryant on a fadeaway. Rondo on it, and he is run into by Gasol.
Well, that's the old NBA flop call. You know, Gasol really didn't do anything, but Rondo puts him in a position where he has to make the call. And you look at the difference between January 30th and tonight. No question. Great defense from LA.
That was the first meeting at Staples in LA. Davis, is able to squeeze it on a power move. So here are the Celtics back within 5.
And Doc Rivers was exactly right. He said, we got time. And you look up at the clock and, wow, there's a lot of basketball to be played. That's why Doc is who he is. Keeps his team under control.
Pierce with the steal. Rondo, can he save it? No. The ball back to the Lakers.
Well, he had the steal, and he thought Rondo, he was going to try to give him a lead pass so he could run under it. Just a little bit too strong by Paul Pierce. But you're right, there's plenty of time. But on the other hand, there is a closer in yellow by the name of Kobe Bryant, who, as we talked about, has knocked down his last 3 shots.
Allen is on Bryant. Bryant sets it up for Gasol. Beautiful spin move along the baseline. So Paul Gasol has 20. Kobe Bryant with his 4th assist. Boston down by 7. Garnett for Rondo. He draws the foul.
Lakers playing 4-on-5 again with Rondo just asking him to shoot, but eventually Rondo's great cut leads to this hoop. But how about this play? Boston comes with the double from Kevin Garnett, and Kobe finds that passing angle along the baseline. Gasol makes himself available, and there's the length of the Lakers we talk about.
Rondo only a 56% free throw shooter.
only one other guard in NBA history who has shot 51% from the field and 50% from the free throw line.
This sounds like a Stevie Wonder.
It should have been. Mike McGee, the former Laker guard, 83-84 season.
That's a random stat.
Yes, that's a good one.
It's a really good one.
The only other guard to shoot 50% from the field and 50% from the free throw line. Since this is a historic night,
that's right.
We're just throwing it out.
Bryant not able to hit the three-point attempt. Odom with the hustle, gets to it, and they have a new shot clock. That's a factoid I may use at home.
There you go. Some of what Mike McGee is saying. Are you kidding me?
Shot clock out of 5. Oh, what a move by Bryant. Yes.
Closer.
Celtics will talk, and the crowd begins to file out. It's an 8-point Laker lead. 48 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant checking the shot clock and then hits. A programming reminder coming up next following the Lakers and the Celtics game 2 of our doubleheader, Dallas and Denver. Kevin Harlan, Kevin McHale will have it for you, followed by Inside the NBA with Ernie, Kenny, and Charles. NBA TV Saturday starting at 6:30 East time. It's Charlotte and Atlanta. You can go to nba.com/fan night. Vote for the matchup you want to watch on Tuesday, February the 15th. And voting ends at midnight. Boston in possession, time running out. Lakers have come back from a 15-point deficit. Allen was indicated as a 3, but he had a foot on the line. And Gasol is fouled by Pierce.
This is a big win for the Lakers. You know, we talked so much tonight about their struggles in big games against the best teams. And you see Boston will fall further behind the Spurs, and that's important in case those two teams meet in the finals for home court implications. Lakers now with the 5th best record in the league, but I think this was a very important game for LA, probably more so for the Lakers than for Boston.
And you know, people will still talk because they're going to say the Celtics were banged up, you know, without both O'Neals, foul trouble. But this is a good signature win for the Lakers.
Odom with a 3rd try. He thought he was hit. Final seconds, Allen to the rim. Ray Allen with 20 points. High man for the Celtics. How about the second half shooting for Boston? 13 of 43 from the field after that, as you mentioned, Reg, the 50% in the first half.
Great defense, and the depth became a factor for Boston.
So they get a split of the season series. Lakers go to 37-16. They have now won 4 of their last 5. Boston dropping to 38-14 and now in a tie with Miami for best record in the East. Celtics have lost 3 of the last 4, only their 5th loss in 28 games here at home. Let's go to Craig with Kobe Bryant.
Well, Kobe, down 15 to the Celtics in Boston. You come back to win. How important was this victory for you guys?
Well, you know, it was important. We need to prove to ourselves that we can come in this hostile environment and win. You know, despite not having beaten any of the top teams.
As one who's put his name into the record books, what was your impression of the fact that Ray Allen tonight passed Reggie Miller for the most threes in the league history?
It's an unbelievable accomplishment. I mean, it's you know, it's a testament to all the hard work that he's put in, and you know, I'm proud of him. I mean, we came in the league at the same time, and it's you know, it's great to see how much he's developed, and that's just an unbelievable record.
All right, thank you very much. Now back to you, Marv.
Craig, yes, a memorable night for Ray Allen, and for the Lakers, a significant victory as they defeat the Celtics here in Boston, 92-86. Kobe Bryant, 23 points at the big finish, 9 of 17 overall from the field. Pau Gasol finished with 20. Thanks to our producer, Scott Cockerell, director Renard Aloha, statistician Brian Taylor. Coming up, the Mavericks and the Nuggets. After a quick break, we take you to Kevin Harlan.